What do you guys want to?
You want to clap it up? That's a nice
action
clap right there.
That's gonna be Jeff's new job on the podcast.
Back.
I'm gonna buy one of those clappers.
Basement's back, motherfuckers.
Oh, like one of the things that you.
No, like a director's
like
clapper.
Yeah,
Oh,
What are those called? Are they called clappers?
a slate maybe.
I think so. I think it's Slate.
Yeah.
I'll show you Slate. There's probably some Slate around here.
Pulling up Slate.com.
Yeah.
Oh, huge news! Did you see Costco is coming out with their Kirkland driver and Kirkland iron set?
Yeah, I did see that.
I might have to buy me a Kirkland driver.
We lost a lot of Kirklands on the course yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
threw a perfect game. I went 9 straight, losing a ball. 3 perfect sleeves of Kirklands out in the woods.
That's tough. Kirklands are nice balls.
Yeah, I ended up keeping 2 by the end, but on the first hole I did waste a sleeve driving 3 straight into the woods.
Yeah, that golf course is a little weird, especially with all. There's so many
It's
dog
got nothing
legs,
to do with the golf course, man.
and it's narrow.
We were so ass at golf. There was
Yeah.
no golf course in the world that could have contained us yesterday.
You want to hear a tragic story?
Yeah.
I went golfing with my brother at this like little par 3 course, and there's a condo complex around it. So my brother's just learning how to golf, and he it was 90 yards.
That's a distance that
90
can be.
Yeah, 90 yards to the pin off a tee box. So he took his 8-iron off of it and just pegged a house. And it was almost like an I think you should leave sketch, because he was like, I can't be here anymore. I gotta go. He's like, they're gonna be so mad at me. I gotta fucking leave. And I was like,
Bro, I mean,
no, you can't do that, dude. You
did
gotta
it hit
go.
a house or a window?
You hit a house. It just fell. There's a condo
That's
complex.
fine. That thing gets drilled all the time. No one who lives in there is worried about the cost of repairing that.
No, that's what I told him. And
It's a condo complex by a golf course. Like those things are fucking.
Yeah.
so
target
he was like,
practice.
I'm just going to leave through the woods, and like I'm just going to go to my car and leave. I was like, there's going to be somebody waiting at your car going, why are you coming out of the woods with a golf bag? What are you doing? And you're going to be like, I always
that's
hike
the
with my
weirder
golf
thing.
bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we end up, I was like, you have to go talk to that lady, because there's like a woman holding his ball standing in the yard.
Oh.
So we walk up, and the girl tosses the ball over, and she's like, don't even worry about it. It happens all the time. And he takes it. About 3 minutes later, an older woman comes out, and she's just staring at us. And she goes, hey, my daughter wants to know if you're single. And my brother goes, no, I'm married, actually. But the guy in red over there is single, talking to me. And then she looks at me and she goes, well, never mind then. And then turns around and goes back inside.
I saw your tweet. I forgot about it
Yeah.
until just now. That is brutal.
And I was like, Zach, we should have left through the woods. We should have we should have not went up there and talked to those people to get your ball.
that is brutal.
You went
yeah.
up for the ball. Sorry, I was distracted. Victor's just shopping on Amazon during the podcast, so
I
don't
up
feel like that's
Slate.
my fault.
I looked up Slate. You decided to take my phone.
No, Slate's a rock. It's like
No,
what meta.
but it's
Yeah.
also the thing that
Words
you're
that's
can
talking
what it's
mean
about.
called.
multiple things,
Yeah.
Jeff.
You were right, or we were right. It was called Slate. That's what I was looking for. It's not like I'm just shopping erroneously on Amazon here, right? If you've
That's
given
how
me
you
10 more
search
minutes.
things? That's how. So when you hear like, oh, is that thing called that? You're going to Amazon.
No, I just figured maybe we could buy it if Jeff wanted to get one.
I don't think we need it. We don't need these high production.
Yeah, we got to
values
stop
and-
spending money on
and
things.
CGI.
We're so in the hole.
We are very much in the hole.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah. We've burned all 3.5 mil of our seed capital
These are-
already. The Saudi Vision Fund is pretty pissed because we have made like $105 or something on their billions of dollar investment.
When I looked it up, it's all coming up as called a clapboard.
Okay. Well, I guess
things
that
can be called multiple things.
yeah. That makes sense.
Potato.
You know, we're aware that Slate is a rock, right? No one's disputing that.
I don't know. I don't know your level of rock knowledge compared to my level of rock knowledge.
Yeah.
It is fair.
I think I'm a little. Am I this me?
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing
Did you
like
hear that? Was I a little?
I thought you were a little
Okay.
quiet at first, but it's okay.
nothing like a brutal
quiet
gut
first.
punch while walking through the golf course.
Yeah. That was I mean, I guess in her position, what else can you do in that scenario? Do you just go, okay, here's a fake number?
No, just don't ask people on dates for your daughter on a golf course.
I think he's saying there's no way they could have foreseen the turn. And I think he's saying after the turn of your brother is married and he points to you.
Yeah.
I think she's wrong for turning away.
That is
of
true.
course.
Yeah.
But what is she supposed to do?
I'm a handsome man.
What is she
You are.
supposed to do if she's not feeling it?
Yeah, do the fake. Do you know how many 6-digit numbers I've gotten?
That's
Tons.
Oh, well, that's tough.
maybe they were giving you like I'm sure like France or something is 60. You know, different
Yeah.
countries have different amounts of numbers and stuff.
Yeah, she could have just been foreign.
Yeah,
Or they could have been
Yeah.
foreign. All the women that you've met.
yeah, yeah. You've been getting Moldovan phone numbers and just throwing them in the trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Guilford.
sometimes
but like,
people-
here's
sometimes
my
people move
French
from other
phone
countries.
number.
You know, hey, Guilford, that's a rich town. They could have a summer home there. It is, you know, it's a summer. They could be spending a lot of time in France.
I like how optimistic you guys are.
Well, it's optimistic and you're lying. So like we're going with the bid a little bit, but you haven't gotten a bunch of 6-digit numbers.
I have gotten a bunch of 6-digit numbers.
That is fucking not true.
Yeah, dude.
What does that bring the batting average down to? 290?
Hold on.
Yeah.
That would imply you're getting a lot of written down phone numbers, which has absolutely not been a thing since we were 12 years old.
A lot of them did come at 12 years old.
Oh my
The,
Oh
like,
my
compound
God,
days.
with this.
Yeah, so you're a hitter that started out the gate at 186, but now you're batting at 290.
12 years old doesn't
Yeah.
count for anything.
It doesn't,
It's
but-
nothing. It's what
You
it is.
heat
is
it up,
we-
man.
It's
okay,
the foundation of
for-
a personality at
for-
12 years old.
the reason we're jumping on Jeff is because we know he gets pussy. So it can be a little grating when he does the I'm so rejected by women shtick.
Yeah.
Because he's talking about a decade ago, and now he gets pussy all the time.
I almost flew it to Idaho this weekend for a woman.
No, you didn't. That's a lie.
She was like, come join the Mile High Club with me. And I was like, yes. Where do we go? She's like, I'm in Idaho right now, but we'll see.
How are you matching with women on Idaho?
Yeah,
or is this
what?
Twitter? What is this?
Yeah, well, she's originally from Connecticut, but she works for
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay.
That
a
makes sense.
company that does
makes
private
sense.
jets. So she's like the cabin host for private jets.
And
makes
she
sense.
invited you to
Damn, she
to
sounds
Idaho?
hot as fuck.
Yeah, she's hot as fuck.
That is such a
And you
hot
said
profession
no?
to have.
See, this is what we mean. This is what we mean. I'm looking directly to
Yeah,
camera.
what's the problem?
Yeah. This is why you can't take this man seriously.
She was gonna pick you up on the fucking Learjet, bro.
I couldn't. It was like 8 o'clock on a Friday night. I was at the Yard Goats game, about 3 beers deep. I couldn't jump on a plane and go to. I would have.
That sounds like the perfect amount of the perfect time for me to make a stupid ass spontaneous plane trip.
Do you know what would have happened? I would have ended up booking a trip. I would have went to Bradley. I would have got there at like 8 o'clock. The plane doesn't leave till like 9:30, 10. I probably would have blacked out at the bar, jumped on the plane, woke up brutally hungover, real confused on why I'm in Idaho right now, and try to figure out how to get back.
Okay,
you know?
well, I'm seeing a step that is entirely
Yeah.
in your control in the interim there, which is just
I should have booked the flight previously.
have a couple of beers at the airport
Not
instead
blackout.
of 9.
What do you mean? I have this whole cross country flight I'm going to be nervous for.
To be fair, I would be very nervous going on a private jet as opposed to a commercial.
That's where I
flight.
belong. I wouldn't be nervous at all. Be like finally coming home
Yeah.
because of my rich mentality, my rich spirit.
That's how we've blown through the Saudi Vision Fund right there.
Yeah. I've just been booking PJs to take off from fucking New Haven and just circle around Connecticut for 3 hours.
Have you? I did hear another funny thing. You guys remember the song "Every Girl"?
No.
Young
I listen
Money?
to
No.
Every Girl, Young Money.
I think it's "Every Girl in the World"
Okay.
Yeah.
with
Yeah. I don't remember how it goes, but I remember that being a song.
There's a very problematic line.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
It's a 2000s rap song. Put any of them on. Put the ones that were on the radio on. They're problematic lines.
Read that highlighted area.
Okay, well, I'm going to open the quote up just a little bit as well because I think context is important. You know, as journalists,
Yeah.
I don't like to misrepresent the truth. So this is, let's see, who is
There's Lil Wayne on there
who's
too.
rapping right now? Usually it'll say at the beginning of a verse. I don't think we're getting that lucky. It might be Wayne. It sounds like a
I
Wayne
think
thing
it's
to
Lil
say.
Wayne.
So the line is, hold on, I'm going even.
No, it's chock full of good ones.
Okay. So there's a couple lines at the beginning of this verse, but we're jumping in with, for free sweets, I'd give Paris Hilton all-nighters. In about 3 years, holla at me, Miley Cyrus.
That's not
Strike
good.
one.
That's
I don't discriminate, no, not at all. Kit Kat a midget, if that ass soft, I'll break her off. Now, I take no pleasure in saying that. I'm reading from the text. Maybe I shouldn't have. I don't know the exact. Next line.
You're doing quotes.
Again, strike two. Next line. I exchange V cards with the R words, with the retard.
oh,
That's bad.
Oh boy,
It is a song about fucking every girl in the world, so I don't know exactly that's it's taking it to some places I don't think you needed to take it. But wow, that
I mean, he doesn't discriminate.
see
He
because
kind of
like up
tags
here,
in the-
up here, they're talking about having sex with Puerto Rican women. There's like a questionable-ish line, but it's like what you'd expect from the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
And talking about fucking Hillary Clinton, and it's like that's what this song should be about. God damn it! This should be talking about specific of age women that can consent. I don't know where the science is at on
Oh, I just thought of a good line that they could have added
who
in
can
there.
consent.
What?
I'm trying to be, you know,
Oh.
a good line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a good rap bar that they could have thrown in there.
I don't think I want to hear this.
yeah.
Give the DP to RGB.
Okay, all
All
right.
right, okay, that's a lot better.
So
than I
he'd
thought it was
probably
gonna
have
be.
to shout out one of his friends, right?
Yeah.
He's going to need someone there. I believe they call that a two-man situation.
Yeah.
So he probably shouts out another rapper friend of his, maybe the guy who's on the song with him. I'm not sure.
Or Drake. That's a Little Wayne Drake.
I don't know when that
No,
came out.
it-
It might be a little early for
2009.
Drake. 2000. Oh, you looked
Yeah,
up when
so
that
our-
came out?
RGB.
Share that with the defense attorneys as well. Come on, man.
What was she? Was she 91 at that point? Even if you reverse
No,
her age,
She was
way-
not 91 in 2009. She didn't die at 105. She effectively was like 100 years old. She was old as fuck. She did not live to 105 years old because she was addicted to getting cancer. She loved it, folks. She loved it.
I was to say, even
In
if
my
you,
opinion, she should have retired to pursue her
Yeah.
passion full time long while ago.
getting
you gonna do?
DP'd by rappers.
Well, if that's what it
Yeah.
I was talking about how much she loves to be sick.
Oh,
Oh, she's
To be sick and keep her job for some reason.
She was a young, spry 76 in 09.
oh,
Yeah.
damn! You'd have to take a lot of numbers off of that for Drake to like her. Like 70 years.
You just swap the front one with a 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Shave that little set part that makes it a 7 off,
yeah.
and he's
there.
cooking with gas.
I don't know. 17 might be a little too mature for him.
Maybe. I think that's still enough to make fun of him for.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to take it really down
Too
the
literally. It
rabbit
doesn't-
hole.
Yeah, it doesn't have to.
I think we've got him dead to rights on being too into like 17-year-olds. I don't know if we got him on 7-year-olds. I like to stay on confirmed ground here, you know? Speaking of golf from way before, I was going to transition earlier, but we got into a
fun little
a
tangent.
discussion.
Yeah.
Is there a bigger swing in like outcomes from I'm going to have a lovely outing with my friend and play some golf to I have to make like really awkward small talk with some guys about the Yankees for 2 hours if you get paired up with a couple other people?
I hate getting paired up.
It's
with other people.
the fucking worst. Like flat out, I had like, I didn't not have fun out there, but it's
Yeah.
like, if that was how it was every time I golfed, I would never ever golf.
Yeah.
I would just do other
It's
stuff.
unbearable.
you always got to try to fill up a foursome.
Yeah.
If you're going to like a course that you know
Well,
is going
look,
to be
I mean,
busy.
We did try.
That place
Yeah,
is rarely ever busy.
I wasn't available,
It's fair enough, man. It's okay.
but
It sucks, man. And like when I was out there, I was like, man, if we can't find a way to make sure that doesn't happen, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, if we should be doing that ever again.
you know, not ever again. I'm just saying, it's like, it's tough, man. It's like not that it was like a violently
were
bad.
they cool guys
They
though?
seemed
They were
fine.
okay.
They were like some
Yeah.
finance guys.
I got paired up with a guy once, and then like halfway through, we smoked a blunt together.
Yeah, I mean,
Because he was like, "Are you cool with weed?" And I was like, "I was just about to ask you."
well, the other thing that happened related to weed is I smoked a joint on like 4?
Yeah.
The T box at 4, and I like let them hit it. I'm a fucking gentleman, of course. And from then on, they, I think, kept to themselves more and were
Yeah.
like rushing.
Oh, because they were just too
Yeah.
high.
Yeah, but like they took like 2 hits, and it's like I just assume anyone who accepts a joint in public like can kind of handle weed a little bit. But they were, I think they got too high, and they were like, we got to fucking eject from this situation. So they were like basically half a hole ahead of us like most of the time.
Yeah.
Like they were, and they weren't playing like a lot better than us. Like
They
they
were
were like
still your skill level.
still our skill.
Yeah.
They were like maybe a little faster than us. Like we probably like
Took some time. finding
everyone
some
in the
balls,
foursome
you know.
was like topping a ball at least like once a hole.
Yeah.
Like we maybe topped balls like 50%, like hit one that went like 50 yards, like 50% more than they did. We suck, and it was our first time back. It's
Yeah.
whatever. But
Golf's a tough sport.
but
for
they were
dangerous
just
people.
fucking hauling ass.
Yeah.
You probably got them way too high. They're probably like, I smoked weed back in college, but it's been like 5 years.
They were like
They're our age.
I get
Yeah.
they're
It's-
our age, and they were talking about going to fucking. They were talking. It seems like these dudes go to concerts like twice a week or something. They were
Yeah.
talking about all these concerts that they were and
Were they
weren't
talking
going
about
to.
like EDM shows or like rock concerts?
like
And honestly, it was all over the place.
all over the place? Not EDM stuff as much, I don't think.
No.
But it was like they were talking about rappers. They were talking about like I feel like country people. Maybe they just look. They love
Those
live
sound
music.
like
There's
decent guys
that's
to
no
get
crime.
paired with.
They were fine, but it's like they were also very awkward
Yeah.
and would not really have a conversation. They would just kind of like ask like the starting question of a conversation and then not follow up on anything.
Yeah.
Like they like when we pulled up to like pair up with them, you know, we were like, hey, it looks like we're paired up with you guys, and they were like, I'm like very quickly when you know I'm my name and this is I didn't catch either of their names because they fucking one started with an A, I can't remember.
It was Kevin and Atish,
A Tish, see,
which
I'm right.
he called his boy Addy as well. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, well, I don't want to.
Fire. It's a fire nickname.
Yeah, now I can't use it. You know.
But they like introduced themselves and were turned around before I could even. They never heard my name.
Yeah,
uttered
they have
at
no
all.
clue what his name is. I said
Because
I introduced myself, and then they
He
just
introduced
turned back
himself.
around.
Like one of them was turned around and one of them was facing us. And by the time he introduced himself, both of them were turned around to go tee off.
Yeah.
And I just didn't. I'm not just going to yell my name at these guys as they walk away. And that was like every conversation. Like the only time they sustained anything was when Vic started talking about the Yankees. But like everything else, he asked me about like Jacoby Ellsbury, and I like responded, and he just did. He was like, "Did you like Jacoby Ellsbury?" I was like, "Yeah, I liked him when he was on the Sox. It sucks he went to the Yankees." And then he just didn't say anything.
They just
after
drove
that.
away in the car.
I was
Yeah,
saying,
like-
do you think these two guys went back to their friends afterwards and were just like, we got paired with these two dudes and they wouldn't stop talking to us? There's
I guarantee you, I
We
was
did
not
not
overly
talk-
talking.
yeah.
That's the thing.
We
is they
smoked
would,
weed with one of them and he gave us laced weed. Could you believe that?
yeah.
that-
I guess
that
I should
did
mention
happen.
there was PCP in
Yeah.
that.
I didn't know you like to
I
get
just
wet.
play better. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Oh, dude, that was the one thing the guy said. He took the joint and then was like, I can play while I'm drunk. I can play hungover. I can play tired. I can't play high.
And then he hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, now watch this drive. And he did get noticeably worse at golf. I don't know why he. And then even he hit it, said that, and then it got like around to him again, and he hit it again. I was like, okay, well, it seems like you don't mind being bad. And then he was just pissed about how bad he was playing the rest of the day, and it's like, what are you doing?
See, I can't play golf high, but I like to get high, so I just struggle through sucking.
I think I'm roughly the same, to be honest. I don't
Unless
think
I'm
I
boozing,
like.
and then-
Sometimes
I think
I'm
it
like,
was
every time I'm like, oh man, this is going to make me so much better, and it does. I mean, I get better as the day goes because I
Yeah.
like take 4 weeks off of fucking golfing, and then
Yeah, that's the thing we need. We need to start going to the range a little bit more.
Is there a
yeah,
good
I mean,
range around here?
we should have gone to the
Not
range
really.
instead of chipped if we'd gotten there a little earlier.
Yeah, that was the other thing. That dude was putting for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, we pulled up, and there was just one of the guys we were playing with putting. Like when we pulled up, we went in and paid. He kept putting. We were like unloading, putting. Went and talked to our friend that came when he accidentally didn't have a tee time. There's a miscommunication.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Dustin. Like went and talked to him for a little bit. This dude was just putting, and he was. I mean, he's better at putting than me, but you know, he wasn't drilling them. So
Yeah.
I don't know if the.
I think I get dangerously close to missing tee times almost every time I golf.
This is the earliest the two of us
Yeah.
have. This is the first time. I mean, I hit like I don't know 6 practice chips before we were like, all right, I guess we're going. And it's by far the earliest. We normally show up 5 minutes after our tee time starts.
Yeah, same. Because if I were to go there like an hour early and hit a bucket of balls, I'll come out hot.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
be like,
We really
at
should,
golfing.
but I don't know. I'm late to everything. We're busy guys.
there's a lot of things I should do.
Exactly.
I'll be honest. When I said 220, I thought you were going to push back, and my response was going to be, "Well, I said 220 in the hopes that we'd be leaving by 235."
Really?
I thought you were gonna push back.
That is a perfectly reasonable thing to think. Here's the thing. I don't usually push back. I usually just fuck up my time
Yeah,
management.
and then we're just
And then I'm like, I'm not like half an hour late
Yeah.
to shit. I'm just always like 9 minutes late.
yeah.
Sometimes like 15, you know. But
Did you have to do like shit if you were late for your sports growing up?
yeah,
Like our football,
Depending.
If,
The
if
thing
you were
is-
a minute late, you had to run hills the entire practice, or like just all of the laps you could do. They made it so you would quit if you came late.
yeah. I mean, I had to skate a lot.
'Cause you're just always late.
But yeah, the other thing is by the time I was driving myself to practice, which I was late to practice when I wasn't driving a lot because it's a genetic thing apparently that I'm late, or you know my parents. It's a nature and nurture. You know, folks at home, you decide. So I was late a lot for that. Most coaches weren't as pissed at me because I'm not the guy fucking.
Yeah.
I don't have I'm 11 or something, and so they're like, all right, do a lap or something just to like do a thing. But I was late a lot, but I was playing less serious hockey by the time I was driving myself to practice for the most part. So I was like, A, like the best player on the team, and B, like there's just less of a care about
Yeah,
that shit.
because high school football is the worst.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like I mean, I played on teams when I was like, I was kind of in the sweet spot of like when I was like playing on really good teams. I was probably like 14, 15, where like I was pretty on. I didn't have a lot of obligations. I was able to like be on top of shit pretty well,
Yeah,
and you know, it wasn't my fault if my parents got me there late, so I didn't have to get the shit kicked out of me too much. I feel like high school football. If you're a high school football coach, you like. There's like a societal pressure to be an absolute dickhead. And it's like I think it's like part of it is it's these people that it's who they are as people and who decides to do these
well, it's
things.
funny because half of our coaching staff that we played high school didn't play football ever, and kind of just were like, you know what, I just really love it.
Yeah.
and then the other half
Which-
all played in college and
that's
were
kinda
like, we're
cool.
decent, and those were like the better coaches.
The ones who actually played ball.
Yeah,
I could see that.
I don't think I've ever said this to like you, Jeff, because you would have been on the same freshman football team as me if I had played. But
you should have played.
I showed up for like 3 workouts in the summer,
I remember that.
and I quit because I couldn't do you had to put your like feet up, your knees up, and then curl your abs.
Yeah.
And I couldn't keep my feet up. I would keep rolling.
Yeah.
And the guy who like put his like leg to stop my feet from rolling gave me like the most disgusting eye roll, and I knew that if he were to do this, he wouldn't be able to do it. Like if you had to
Yeah.
do the exercise, he wouldn't be able to
Oh,
do
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
what caused me to quit. I was like, if you
That's
can't do this and
understandable.
you're gonna like give me a dirty look.
I can completely. I don't know that I had the.
Yeah, dude, football was brutal. Did I ever tell you
Yeah.
what my speech was? Did we ever go over this on the pod?
This is a good speech.
So in the town that we're from, after you do your senior year of football, they do a big banquet and they give out all the awards to people, and they give your framed jersey to you.
Oh yeah. I've seen
You've probably
that,
seen those
yeah.
hanging in my house. And then you give a tip. Typically, everyone gives a speech. And normally the speeches are like, I love you guys.
Yeah.
Best 4 years of my life. All you guys are my brothers, 111.
Yeah.
And then I get
Faith family football.
Yeah. And then I get up there and it's helpless, worthless, lazy, fat, uncoordinated, and unathletic. Thank you, coaches, for the constructive criticisms.
That's good.
And it was fucking a horror show because every kid who played football cracking up. Some of the parents with a good sense of humor,
Yeah.
cracking up. All of the coaches except for one, super pissed. The former football coach, who was the former athletic director, who was former principal, who was principal at the time,
Former for a lot of reasons.
yes,
Oh, brother.
wanted to give me like an out of school suspension. And then
That is
the school board was just like, there's no grounds.
Yeah,
for
like
Yeah.
obviously
any of
not.
that.
Yeah.
He gave the best speech of the night.
The only thing that's
They're like, don't be an asshole.
that's grounds for a lawsuit and you being in the news for being a dickhead, basically.
Yeah, so the only coach that thought it was funny was the offensive line, defensive line coach, who I obviously spent the most time with. And he just walked up to me and goes, honestly, Jeff, fucking hilarious speech. And I was like, thanks. You understand satire and sarcasm. Like,
You understand satire?
you get it. Words be tough, dude.
Biting satire from Jeff Plord.
Yeah, that principal got fired for doing sexual harassment to our gym teachers to get his son to get hired. Like,
No.
to open up a spot for his kid.
There's more to it.
I mean, there's worse things, but that
No, it was a class action law. There's like 12 different women
Oh,
spanning
jeez.
like
okay, I did not know it was that.
multiple years.
That's bad.
Yeah.
That's very bad.
Why do you think there was never a volleyball coach that lasted more than a season?
Well, I mean, didn't coach? No. Well, one coach lasted for a while, but
Until
that's
she got in there, but that was also
Pretty
a tough
bad.
woman.
Yeah. A lot of cool things going on at our former stomping grounds.
Couldn't happen in a small town.
Yeah, try that in a small town.
I think that happens in, honestly, maybe a majority of small
Yeah.
towns.
It does.
Yeah.
They took down the football field's named something else now, right?
No.
Oh,
I always suggest a different name
Oh.
called the David Pape Field
yeah.
because he was at all the games, but
It's still they didn't just name it like Wolcott Field.
nope.
That's
Our
pretty
field's
bad.
named after the guy.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, I put that. Yeah.
The funniest thing is, after all this happened and it died down like 2 or 3 years later, he got another job. He was at
Yeah.
the age where he could have retired, but he
Yeah.
got another job in a school district. And 2 days after, they finally did their background check and they fired him
Yeah,
immediately.
they didn't do it beforehand.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That's really great.
I also don't think that it was this I think a teacher did a separate background check
on their own.
on their own and because I think the person who hired him was like someone who came from our
It was also like a good boy,
they
a
knew
good
and
boys
didn't
club.
care.
it was someone from the Wolcott system that went to that place and then hired him on.
I know. I
Yeah.
feel bad for his son because he was such a nice guy.
Yeah.
You guys still have a road in your town named Clan Drive with a
We
K?
do. Yeah,
I
it's
have a
near
cousin
Jeff's
that lives
house,
on
yeah.
Clan Drive.
Yeah, so that's bad.
Very bad.
Should have called it something else, in my opinion. All right.
No, I just got an idea of like rejected '80s toys, and it's like, you know how they had like Cabbage Patch Kids. And
Sure.
It's like,
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like Ku Klux Christopher, like the rejected American Girl doll.
So Christopher with a K?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to paint the whole.
Jesus.
Big hit in the South.
Yeah. And in some places up north.
I don't know.
You
Forgetting
see
the cameras.
what?
What?
It's different because like the camera's not.
Oh, it's
to
not on the
screen,
corner
So
anymore.
I'm like
Yeah.
looking there, and it's
That's fair.
looking there and doing the Jim shrug to the camera.
The lighting kind of looks better. You look a little bit more tan. Not in the legs, but
I don't think that's true. I think it kind of looks worse because I'm
directly under the...
even more directly under. I'm like
fair.
between the. I don't know. We'll see. It didn't actually look as bad in the like.
No, the post edit was
Yeah.
fine, yeah. You know, we'll get someone to color grade it.
Yeah, if you know how to do video editing and stuff, and you're willing to do it for no money at all, out of the goodness of your heart for some reason,
Yeah.
Yeah,
hit
it
us
looks
up at Plord185 on Instagram.
Yeah.
looks like two sun-kissed Adonises over here next
Yeah.
to fucking Casper.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I looked at myself in the mirror this morning after playing a round of golf with no, like, sunscreen, which, again,
No
we talked about this last
protection.
week. Pretty bad. I did look pretty tan compared to, like,
You have the
2
genetics
days.
for it.
I do. I really do.
Yeah. Yeah. Italians, they get, they can tan pretty well. I always feel like I should have. I never leave Stop and Shop not regretting stealing more
You steal
or
it?
not stealing more. I just feel like I should be taking. Like I'm not taking advantage of the opportunity.
How much
that's
do you
there.
steal?
I just took. I had 2 cases of seltzers in the bottom of the
Oh, they didn't.
in Minecraft, of course.
Yeah.
And you just forgot that they were there until
Yeah.
you got to your car to unload them?
Yeah.
That happens.
I just feel like it's a missed opportunity every time I walk out of there having paid for anything, really. It's chaos.
I had a friend in college who would steal hundreds of dollars of things from Walmart.
Walmart is pretty lax. with
Until my
things.
roommate fucking almost got us arrested. J-Dog, I went and I did grocery shopping for myself.
Yeah.
And he took a popcorn chicken and ate it and then put it on his shelf.
That's a
and then
classic move, to be fair.
I was checking out, and the security officer was like, "Where's the chicken? Where's your receipt?" I was like, "I didn't do shit."
Yeah,
And then
I
he started
mean,
yelling at me, and Jared's like, "I ate the chicken."
you can't be grabbing something on the way in, like, because that hot food thing is what 12 feet away from
It's
where
right
that,
at the
that
entrance.
security guy is. You
Yeah.
just can't be doing that. I'm sorry. You gotta get something from deeper in. There's one loss prevention guy who, I mean, doesn't want to, walk back there for reasons. He's a
Yeah.
bigger guy, probably. So anything back there, I mean, you're fucking. No one really is paying that much attention in the old computer room.
But since then, I've been terrified to steal. I didn't even steal anything that day.
Yeah, I think you gotta vet your co-conspirators a little
Yeah.
bit better sometimes,
Your heist crew
or at
is-
least do
is
a little
poor.
more prep. Seems like you're running point on this operation. You gotta, dial things in.
We should try to steal something crazy.
You got to go to an abandoned warehouse and roll out like a blueprint and have little figurines. You got to have things on a chalkboard with like magnets
Yeah.
on it.
We
You
can
got
get
to.
those.
You got
We
to
need to get-
obviously look. It should go without being said. You got to assemble your crew, of course.
Yeah, we need a good getaway driver, too.
Yeah, yeah,
Preferably one with tinnitus.
yeah. I didn't want to go too direct on that, but yeah, yeah.
Well, you got me, so
Do you have tinnitus?
I do.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Not like terribly,
Damn.
but like
Fucking
it's a constant ringing
Sound
in
of
my
metal
ear.
over here, huh?
It's not bad, It's like obviously I could hear things normally.
You can't hear shit, man.
We
I
can
mean, that
fix it
also
for you.
might be why I talk soft sometimes because I think I'm talking loud at all times.
No, you got to stay with your chest, Victor.
I think that's
It also-
probably social anxiety because I got a
That-
little bit of that one too.
That too. But
No, you should walk
Yeah.
soft and carry a big stick.
I think it's speak softly and carry a big stick. It's the
I thought Walking Tall was the movie with The Rock.
It is the movie The Rock.
Nice.
Is that the one where he's the sheriff?
It
Gotcha,
is.
guys.
Yeah.
Real facts.
And
I don't think it's SpeakSoft.
Okay.
I think it is SpeakSoft.
I really don't think you need to Google this. SpeakSoft, obviously makes more sense. I was just going to let it go. I know for an absolute fact I'm right.
Are you?
It's not TalkSoft.
It's a Teddy Roosevelt
Yeah.
quote.
Oh, it is. Who knew?
Well, he did, clearly.
You know, all of us here are learning things today.
Yeah, that's what it's. This is an educational program. That's why we're number 438 in the education section in podcast.
Speaking of things that we're learning, this is going to be quite embarrassing, I think. But I didn't realize that on dating apps, when girls were like, "Oh, I'm attracted to lefties," they meant politically and not like.
Are you getting that a lot?
I'm seeing it on like Hinge is like, "I'm attracted to lefties," and I'm like, "Oh, dude, someone who really cares about left-handedness. That's awesome."
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen that,
that's-
but that should have been pretty clear.
Yeah, it clicked like last week where I was like, "Oh,
How long were you messaging
dude,
women
weird,
going,
weird." Well, I would never message
I'm
women.
left-handed? You don't message people?
No, I do, but I wouldn't message based off of that.
Why not? It's an ant. If you thought you were right,
If I thought I was right,
so
yes,
you
but
knew
I
you were wrong.
No, I just would
In
never.
your heart, you just didn't have the.
No, I just don't. I never send messages on Hinge. I just like photos, and then that's it.
All right. Well, we're learning a lot about our boy here.
Which is why I, don't go on very many dates.
I was. Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy self sabotages. We're working on him.
Listen, it's not my fault, and it's completely my fault at the same time.
You just got to get out there,
I
bud.
can't stop jimming the camera this episode. I'm going crazy with it. Not like that, like in the real way.
Yeah, no shrugs. It's just looking at the camera.
The face, too. Not a face that Jack Ryan ever made.
I don't think you watched that much The Office. I was looking at a lot of Jim Shrugs today, gifts.
Yeah,
Fake fans out here.
you're probably right.
Yeah. Well, like I said, like you said, you learn something new every day, and that was definitely something learned. It still works both ways. I mean, politically and left-handedness works for me.
Are you kidding?
But-
On Hinge, they'll be like MAGA, and I'll be like, "Amen, sister." Or they'd be like lefties only, and I was like, "Protect our pronouns." Like, we gotta get in this.
Protect our pronouns.
I like the alliteration.
Oh my god.
Protect our pronouns.
Dude,
Is
I'll
it-
do-
is the
I'll
thing-
be
Is a
anybody.
thing that you think you can say to a woman on the left that she will be like, oh, this is a fellow leftist.
Has
Yeah.
that ever once worked?
All the time.
That
What is all the time,
That is
man?
the
Come on.
most obvious
6% of
local
the time, every
police
time.
department trying to entrap someone thing I've ever heard.
What up, fellow children?
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that line is
Protect
not
our
worked
pronouns.
once.
There's no person in the world who you could never say that without sounding like you're making fun of people with pronouns. Protect our pronouns. And here's the thing: I know you're not a anti pronoun person. I know you're a normal person. You're just so bad. You can't even pretend to be who you actually are.
No.
Have you ever used that? Like seriously?
No, I've never. You guys came up with
Okay.
that just now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was
These
awesome.
are all off
That
the
was
dome.
awesome.
Gag
Again,
Lagoons.
Yeah, again, non-high Jeff really.
Yeah. I intentionally smoked before you got here so we'd have you fucking locked in. Yeah.
Damn, you little cheeky bastard.
Oh, what can I say, man? I want you fucking clear eyed for
Yeah.
this.
And it worked.
I need
mean,
you
look at
locked
that.
in.
Protect our pronouns. That's gonna be the title of this episode.
No. We're not calling it that.
I don't know. I just
Call it
subscribed to
something
this
normal.
new guy's
Oh no.
his podcast thing.
Who?
There's a course that goes along with it too.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
jeez.
He has some fascinating stuff. You guys might. It might help you too, Victor, with the ladies. His
It
name's,
might. Yeah.
Andrew.
Is Prager still doing stuff, or did he get too medically old to keep? I feel like I've stopped seeing clips dunking on Dennis Prager.
Did you ever get the 72-minute Prager ad on?
I feel like
YouTube?
I've seen that pop up.
Yeah.
It's like over an hour long.
Yeah, are they like done? I feel like they were like almost not fascist enough, even though they were like insane fascists to keep up with like the Trump thing. I don't know. Shout out to, hopefully Dennis Prager's
Hopefully he's
picked
dead.
himself back up. Yeah, I mean, I hope I hear when he dies because I'd
Yeah.
like to know.
You'll know. Rust and
it's a
Piss
nice
will be
day.
trending on everything
Exactly.
again.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Like I think it'd be
actually-
pretty hard for me to not know.
This guy might not. He deleted Twitter and
I did.
Instagram.
Did you?
Yeah, my fucking screen time's been
Too much?
Yeah, I just was habitually just pulling up Twitter. It's
Yeah. It's
trying to do something with my goddamn life.
What are you going to do with all this time you save on the screen time?
I don't know. I've mostly just been scrolling around on Letterboxd. Turns out I really love looking at my phone.
Well, you get like Babbel and learn a new language.
I should do that.
Yeah, learn Japanese for when we go.
Go to a
So
lot
try
of
to learn
places.
Spanish
are.
too.
That
tour guide.
French for Montreal.
Yeah, there's a lot of languages out there in the world.
Yeah.
If you get really good at one of them, can't they like translate over? Because like all the love languages,
Translate over to what?
It's like Spanish, Portuguese, and Italian are like very similar.
I mean,
you can get.
you can like recognize like some words sound similar,
Yeah, I think you can get by.
and like the grammar's
Yeah,
pretty much all the same. Because even when I took French in high school and I got like fine at it, I took it for 3 years, and then you start like seeing stuff in Spanish that you're like, oh, that's clearly like the same
yeah.
word basically.
I know maybe a handful of words in Spanish. And it's like cerveza, cabeza.
Biblioteca.
Yeah, I mean that's not even Spanish. Did you take Spanish?
I
Because that's
took-
what I know, and
I
I,
took
didn't
3
take
years of
Spanish. You got to know more words than that, man.
I was so bad at Spanish, I only passed because I hit on all the teachers.
Well, yeah, man.
aggressively.
It's that. See that I know to be true of
Yeah.
current Jeff is that he could spit game to an older woman out of something like a bad grade or something. That is true.
Yeah, I just walk in and be like, oh.
This is the guy
hey,
who's
Misty,
claiming that he's getting like fake phone numbers. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
the she gave me a 6-digit phone number.
Yeah, it's probably the Mexican or Spanish or any number of wherever you're.
Again, it's hard to believe that when the next story you followed up with was, yeah, some girl offered to fly me to Idaho.
Yeah.
Which
No, she
getting
wasn't going to fly me to Idaho. I had to fly
Still.
myself out to Idaho. But
Some girl in Idaho was gonna have sex with me.
Yeah.
No one in Idaho wants to fuck me, and that's good. I'm in a relationship. But even when I wasn't, no one in Idaho wanted to fuck me. You gotta recognize your greatness, pal.
yeah, that's right, Idaho.
People like being around you.
That you are.
You have
Yeah.
an infectious smile and a wonderful personality.
And a great
And
beard.
it's time you learned that.
Keep it going.
You can rock a mullet far better than I can, clearly.
I think you have cool tattoos.
I do think you have
Oh,
cool
dude.
tattoos.
Oh.
Your parents seem to have a good amount of money, which is nice.
That does help you.
That's an
I guess.
honorable trait to have. You
You're
pretty generous.
Bit now.
you're a great guy. What can I
Yeah.
say?
Oh, I do have something fun that we could all do together.
Okay, is that what we were talking about?
No,
Doing
I was just
something?
changing
Okay,
subjects.
go on.
I bought a pickleball set.
Oh.
Okay,
If you guys ever want to try to learn how to play pickleball,
white
Yeah.
man's tennis.
I'm assuming it's going to be super fucking easy because it's literally like a wiffle ball and like a wooden
Yeah,
paddle.
it's
Yeah.
it's inherently easy. It's so that old people can keep doing things.
Yeah.
And now, like 43-year-olds are like trying to pretend like it's going to be a real sport. It's pretty fun.
There's a ton of kids
it's
our
fun.
age playing it.
It's
Yeah.
a fun thing to do, but I don't think you see a lot of people who weren't born in 1971 saying that it's the sport of the future or anything.
I see a lot of people saying it's the sport of the future.
Well, that's, I think, a silly thing to say.
Yeah.
I listen to a couple Barstool podcasts, and they sponsor pickleball professional teams.
Well, that's why they're saying it's the sport of the future. They have a vested
Yeah.
stake in it.
Yeah, man, they're being paid to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is means
You think
we can get in on the
you think
ground
they-
floor.
They love Coors Light more than any beer, even though they
do.
loved Miller Lite more than any beer 4 months ago.
I actually do love Coors Light, though.
Well, sure,
I agree
beer,
with them on that.
beer is cool, but I'm just
Yeah.
you know,
I agree with a lot of Barstool guys on a lot of other things, too.
that's right.
Like which takes in particular.
Whatever takes you want to think of. whatever their opinion is, it's my opinion as well. But I do
Coward.
like your
Respect.
idea.
Finish the bit.
Sorry.
Say the racist ones.
Listen, I don't. I don't know what Barstool stances are. I don't
say the racist ones from 15 years ago or whatever, when there were just like 500 Boston dipshits, and
Yeah.
Dave Portnoy was like, "I'm just going to talk about raping women and being racist."
Oh yeah, and then he was in the interview, and she's like, "You said you're going to rape that woman." He goes, "I didn't say I was going to, but I said someone should."
Yeah, I was theoretically the royal you. Yeah, he's not a
Yeah.
good guy. I think they're like a regular place to have media now at this point. They've become,
Yeah.
I think a lot of those people are fine.
They
But
figured it out, I guess.
Portnoy is very clearly not someone you should associate with
Yeah.
He's on Fox News like 3 times a
all
week.
the time.
Yeah, that's
he
why you
loves being
shouldn't.
on Fox News. He's like he's maybe a slightly smarter Donald Trump, maybe, but he's much shorter, which is going to take him a lot less far in life.
Who?
Yeah.
Portnoy.
Portnoy's like my height.
Yeah, but Portnoy
I
actually.
think Portnoy's probably shorter than you.
Oh, that is true. I think he is.
He's always on tiptoes in every single foot,
Yeah.
which is, if for the folks at home, this isn't a new discovery by me or anything.
I didn't know Portnoy was that short.
If you're unaware, Google Dave Portnoy tiptoes. There is hundreds, like every picture of this guy, and to be, I'm fair and unbiased. To be fair, he is being pictured alongside like a bunch of professional athletes.
Yeah, who are like
a decent amount of
6'8".
time. I do believe he is about 5'6", maybe a little taller than that. But I also know he's very uncomfortable about looking short next to people. Literally, every photo he takes, if his feet are showing, he's on his tiptoes. There's like not one, unless he's taking a picture with a woman, and even then, usually, there's a chance she's taller than him, obviously, but she's probably 19, so maybe not.
Jeez. There have been a lot of articles that he's probably paid for that claim that he's 5'10".
He's
not.
One of the most obviously not 5'10" guys. If you have articles saying exactly how tall you are guaranteed at least 3 inches shorter than that.
if he's 5'10", I'm 6 foot.
If you guys
Yeah.
read an article that says that I am 6'2", know that it means accurately, which I am. I'm 5'11". Okay? Now, I'm going to have to make some
I'm
calls
actually
to some
6 foot.
guys at the New York Post and stuff. We'll change some wording on some things, but
Yeah, like when I say I'm 5'7", I'm like 5'6".
he's 5'4".
All right, I don't.
He's not 5'4".
Yeah,
Folks,
Victor can actually fit.
I'd like to be very clear. Victor is not 5'4".
He's 5'3", and he could fit in the pocket of my shirt.
Damn it.
Yeah, Victor to type at work jumps around on the keyboard like he goes and jumps on the D and then he jumps on the O.
Victor has never been allowed to order anything but a Happy Meal at McDonald's.
That would actually benefit me. I've asked to order kids' meals out, and I've been told no.
You just got to do it through the drive-through.
There was a whole kids meal
yes,
discussion from Victor on like episode 7 of this podcast or something before I was even on.
I think that was the day that I was told I could not get a kid's grilled cheese at a restaurant.
Well, first of all, you got to make sure you're shaving if you're doing that.
That is fair, yeah.
But I agree with you.
They wanted to charge me, again, rehashing old stuff. They wanted to charge me $21
for grilled cheese?
for the kids' grilled cheese meal.
Why?
Because they're like, yeah, we're not going to allow you
Was
to
that
pay
double
kids'
the
prices.
price?
Yes. The kids' grilled cheese was $10. It was a grilled cheese and fries. And I was like, I just want that. I'm not that hungry. And
That's
they
when
were
you
like,
just got to go with a side of fries. Or get an appetizer.
but I wanted the grilled cheese. So I am a big fan of grilled cheese.
Did you pay the $21?
No, I bought a salad.
You can't be getting a grilled cheese at like a place out though.
I shouldn't be.
They're always
I'm a-
mailing it in. It's never
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah,
it's
unless it's
know.
a grilled cheese food truck.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a real
but-
place,
and
a
then-
place that makes
yeah,
a fucking.
and then
grilled
I'm gonna
cheese. I'm
pay
saying you
the
can't be
price,
getting a
but-
kids menu grilled cheese because they know it's for a child and they just throw it in the microwave.
Yeah. I was ready to, for $10, that and fries, I would have accepted that. But when you want to charge me $21,
We used to be a proper
that's
country,
crazy.
folks.
It all worked out.
We should.
I've
get
never
you
gone back to that
a
restaurant.
little spinny hat and a big lollipop and suspenders. So when you want to order your kids grilled cheese, you go in there with your outfit on, and they won't question you.
Yeah. And
Your little propeller hat.
yeah, and then I just tell them that to go with that. I don't know if you guys weren't able to hear that, right?
No,
Oh, I
of
heard
course not.
Okay.
There's a fucking beat.
I heard it because I'm right next to you.
Okay. Yeah. I always thought it would just beep out what I was saying, not that it would kill the whole feed. That's my bad. And now we have to leave that in because I don't feel like editing that out.
Okay.
It's up to you.
That's up to me.
I'm
He
not,
said the N-word.
folks. I promise, I'm not doing it.
I
won't
did
be
not
editing.
say that, but what Jeff said, not what you said.
This brings up something that I've been thinking about, and I don't take any pleasure in doing this, but I don't think you're using the soundboard to its
No,
maximum
we're not.
capabilities.
Yeah.
And I know you like running it. You know, it's nice. I understand that, but I think we gotta.
Well,
You gotta ramp this thing up.
You guys got to give me some sounds that you want to hear on here.
You're the fucking soundboard guy.
Yeah, but we need.
If I'm doing some sounds, I want to do some sounds. All right,
we need some ideas.
I'll think about some things,
All right.
but I'm just saying.
because we were when I put a bunch of stuff on there, we were using it a lot more.
I don't think we used it that much. I don't know if we used it to any positive effect.
But that's why we didn't use it that much because I put a bunch of sounds on there and it didn't really. I don't know. It didn't do much.
Okay.
But if we have ideas,
What I'm saying is maybe it's time to pass the torch.
This is a hostile takeover, Victor.
I mean,
I'm not going to say I'm not.
I don't care if you want to do it.
I'm just saying we got to make it. You know,
Yeah, and like I've said,
this is turning into. I'm too high for this to.
Yeah.
It's snowballing towards hostility, and the battery is dying.
the battery is.
And that
dying.
wasn't my intention.
Why did
I
you
just
tell me
wanna-
to bring this gun?
I just want to light a fire under this guy's ass.
Listen, we could
All
use
right?
the soundboard.
Those
as
are the
much as
same
you want.
wind sounds that you've used in Bordello of Blood and Blood Beach and Blood Beach 2. Okay, I need you to go out and record some goddamn
All
shit.
right, I will.
Okay,
I'll be out
What?
there like I'm in Blowout. I'll be on a bridge.
don't do the. It's fine. I was making a movie reference and then
And then I said the movie.
yeah, it's fine.
He didn't want me to say the movie.
Your mouth's saying it's fine, but your eyes are saying it's not fine.
Yeah. You know, when you're in a creative partnership with someone for a long time, you butt heads sometimes. It's,
You do, yeah. Penn and Teller, Abbott and Costello. Simon and Garfunkel. It happens.
Yeah, like
The blue collar bunch,
The Dixie Chicks.
Dixie Chick,
they're just called the Chicks now.
The Chicks.
Boys
sorry.
to Men,
You're right.
the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to go for two people, big and rich.
Hall and Oates,
Yep.
Ebony and Ivory.
Salt and pepper.
TLC.
Isn't that
That's
three people?
That's three. Yeah.
Okay.
There's
Well,
three of us. I mean,
All right. We're losing the plot a little bit, folks.
yeah. And the computer does not have that much time
I think
before
that's
it
an
does.
episode.
Yeah.
Victor, I'm not going to comment.
On what?
You got a song?
I do not have a song.
Are you going to play more of your
That's
gym
what
music?
I'm not commenting on.
No. I'm not going to do that. Although that song does bang, and I will stand by that.
No one said it didn't bang. It's just an interesting thing to play at the gym.
What was the chorus? I'm just the quiet kid.
Nope. No.
It wasn't that.
There wasn't that.
I don't remember what it was, but I know it wasn't that.
Dang, I do not have a song.
All right, man. Look up a TLC song.
You're right.
Should we
It's a layup.
It is a layup.
play one of the old outros? Are those still on the soundboard?
They're not. That's the thing.
The outro's from 4 years ago.
I was thinking that we should probably have something made for that. Maybe start going back to them because when we do play music, it is copyrighted on YouTube,
Okay.
which really doesn't mean anything for us. But just saying.
You just cut the video.
Yeah.